Did you know some ideas are so spot on they can show up totally independently of each other in different works across cultures, across millennia? I've got an example of one here that shows up in both Shakespeare and Greek comedy. You've certainly heard the line, "Brevity is the soul of wit," from the Shakespeare play Hamlet. It's spoken by the character Polonius, who, ironically, is not brief or witty. He gives it in the middle of a very long, drawn-out speech, but we know it's true. We know it's so much more impressive when someone can say a whole idea in one short sentence rather than a long, rambling paragraph. But I bet you didn't know that this idea also shows up in the Aristophanes play Women of the Thesmophoria, and it is in fact quoting a fragment from a Euripides play, a lost Euripides play called the Aeolus. I'll put the Greek up on here, but the English translation in this lobe is, "'Tis the sage man who can say much in a few finely trimmed words." Now, this isn't exactly the same as brevity as the soul of wit, but it's like pretty close. At the beginning, I said these developed totally independently of each other. Basically, most people say that Shakespeare absolutely could not read Greek, and there were no lobes in Shakespeare's time. There were no English translations of Aristophanes. There's barely English translations of Aristophanes now. So based on all that, I would like to assume that they thought of it totally independently of each other. Euripides and Shakespeare. I say Euripides, not Aristophanes, because it's quoting a Euripides play, which Shakespeare would not have had because we only have it as a fragment. Whenever I see something like that, where like across cultures or across times, things come up independent of each other, I think that's like a clear sign that they're true. So it actually is true that you're better off making a point in 10 words rather than 100. Follow if you want to learn more about how ancient Greek everything is everywhere, even today, and it always has been.